Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Muslim Farmville. This is where you can find a spirituality, sustainable, and slow living lifestyle. Today, this video is going to be nice and slow, hopefully. I would like to invite you and take you with me while we harvest our garden. Some of you have been asking, how did we end up? Can you touch on a little bit about your homestead, how you started? Yes, let's go ahead and talk about that. Look at these beautiful kales. So many different colors here in the summer. I am a wife. My name is Yasmin, and I am a mama of 7. I am originally from Somalia, East Africa, and I am here in the U.S., Wisconsin, between Chicago and Minnesota. 11 years ago, we moved into this house, this little homestead. We actually made it a little farm homestead. It wasn't like this. The way we started was we moved in 11 years ago in January. And in January, here was quite gloomy, cold, full of snow and ice. We have little over 3 acres, and we did not know what spring or summer was going to look like. But we took the chance, moved here. My youngest right now is 13, and when we moved, she was only 2, so the children were quite young. When spring came, my husband said, what do you think? Since we have these over 3 acres, can we go ahead and start, what do you guys think, with maybe few chickens? The children were so excited. So we all went shopping and got some baby chicks. We bought 4 of them because we didn't know what we were getting into. By the way, right now I'm working on these beautiful sprouts. My farm friend called and said, we dropped off some of these sprouts, any microgreens and all of that are so full of nutrition. So she dropped off these for the chickens, and that's what I'm working on right now. We love to nourish our chickens and take care of them so they can give us abundance of good eggs. So anyway, we raised our little 4 chicks and became chickens. And then the first coop, my husband and the children put it together as a homeschool project, and it went well. So shortly after that, we said, let's put a garden. And in the past, we always had gardens. So we had the chickens, a small garden, and my husband and one of the boys were really interested how to handle bees. So my husband went training in a small town and learned how to handle the bees, and he bought for us his first set of bees. So he put bees here in the land. So slowly we have 4 chickens, little garden, and bees away from the house. It was a beautiful start. And then before the summer end, we said we need to take a vacation and go to the Somali community in Minnesota. When I miss Somalia so deeply, I usually will go in Minnesota. There is a beautiful Somali community there, and we eat there, we visit. I talk to people in my language. It feels so good, and then we come back. So 2 days while we were gone, we asked our neighbors, can you please watch the chickens? And they said, sure. So they took care of our chickens. When we came back, we only could find 1 chicken and feathers everywhere. And the neighbors said, a fox came and ate 3 of your chickens, and you have only 1 left, unfortunately. Oh, they ate 3 of them. This summer, we have been having abundance of eggs from the ducks. But today and the last week, we have been getting just a few. So today I was able to get just 1 duck egg. we will see the end of the day if we can get some chicken eggs. So when you have a little homestead, it's always different. Gardening, sometimes you might get abundance. The last 2 years, we haven't been having enough tomatoes, but we have tons of squashes. So every time is different. So anyway, we decided to get more chickens and to make sure the foxes stay away from them. We went to an Amish family and we were able to get a little dog, our first dog, so he can protect the chickens. And he was only 7 weeks old at the time. He did his job very well. When the other dogs come from the neighborhood or foxes come, our chickens were safe. But we felt bad for him because he was lonely, the only dog. Here I am trying to scare my husband as we play sometimes. And he's trying to wash the crates for my friend. And he goes, "I see you, honey. You can't scare me." So I'm like, oh, okay. So anyway, we felt bad for our dog. And then we went again, a different Amish family, and we were able to get another little dog so he can have a friend. As the children say, well, they got married, Mom, and they had a baby. So we have 3 dogs which protect our chickens. And later on, we were able to add some ducks. So little by little, we added on. As you can see, our big dog, he is older. He's the one, we have him about almost 10 years now, 9 years, 10 years. And then the little white one you can see, she's the mama, even though she looks the smallest. And then they had that little one, Koa, the older dog, his name is Rob. And the mama white one is Angie. And the baby one is Koa. That's what the children named them. Easy for me to remember, right? So anyway, little by little, we decided to go ahead and run our little farm. The boys right now are working on one of the boys' car. They're putting new brakes. So the children, we teach them how to do hands-on, especially my husband does that. For me, I teach them how to clean their rooms and how to cook and clean after themselves. So that's how we started little by little and adding it on slowly. And then a few years ago, we were able to tap our maple trees and get some maple syrup. So that was really exciting. Every spring, I think it is 2-3 years now we did that. So slowly we were adding on. We didn't just come, let's do everything at one time because it can get overwhelming. So that's how we started. The chickens, the garden, the dog, and then the ducks and the bees and the maple syrup, and little by little, that's how we started. And then you guys knew the last 2 years we had lambs we add on, and so now we don't have any lambs. And the last 2 lambs we had, my good, awesome, amazing friend and her husband and family kept our last 2 lambs, and so that went well. So we don't have any more lambs, which would love to add on, but maybe in the future we will see. So I'm gonna end the video soon. My husband was able to grill for us some burgers. The children, they used lots of eggs and made breakfast burritos and some tomatoes, some leftover sauerkraut, cucumbers, pickles, fermented onions, and some olives. This is simple way of living. Delicious, vibrant, healthy, cheap way to eat and to feed family as well. And this is the life we have here, and that's the little story of our homestead, how we started. My husband is mixing together a little lime salt with the veggies, and abundance of eggs have arrived too. I hope you enjoyed this video, and that's the little story of our life, our little homestead. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. Please subscribe and give the videos thumbs up. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.